Hey Aquarius, welcome to your reading for November 2020. My name is Shay. If it don't apply, let it fly. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get into your cards. So there's this really big issue with you in the way that you communicate with others or the way that you approach situations. There's a little bit of competitiveness and selfishness as well, whether that could be you or another party, who knows, but that is what I'm seeing for November for you, okay? So with the Ace of Earth, we're seeing that as well. Being stubborn, not willing to move, kind of forcing what it is that you want from people and out of people, and that kind of leading you in a negative place. And I feel like that shows up the same with the Seven of Water as well. Asking for things that you're not really working for or being unfair. There's this message of being kind of led by greed and what you can get out of a situation or passion. I feel like emotion is really kind of running the show in some kind of area in your life because you want it to go a certain way and you're almost forcing it rather than allowing it to blossom is what I'm kind of sensing. Now, I don't know what area specifically this is. Only you would know, but that's what I'm kind of sensing. You're being stubborn somewhere. You're being selfish somewhere. I also feel like you might be requiring things out of people that you're not necessarily ready to give, or being unfair in that way. Maybe you have unrealistic expectations. That keeps popping up in my head. Maybe you think that something is supposed to be a certain way, like that's your standard, and if anything or anyone doesn't reach that standard, you kind of like drop them off, which necessarily isn't a bad thing when it comes to being, to healing oneself and doing what's best for your personal growth and your higher self. But I'm also sensing that could be leading you to be a prisoner almost like you're blocking your own blessings and you're blocking things and people, from coming into your life. Like it's almost like a blind a stubbornness is what I'm sensing. Like no matter what someone tells you, no matter what logic is brought in, this is how you want to do things and you're not going to change it no matter what. And that's almost not healthy, and that really can cause the opposite of what you're aiming for, which I imagine would be peace and loving relationships and an enjoyable and fulfilling life. You're not going to get it that way by trying to almost force it, okay? And then I see the village here as well. So this is a bad omen. For some of you, this would be life kind of feeling like it's falling apart. Maybe people are getting sick. Again, back to selfishness and totalitarianism. There's also this theme of like self-punishment and like lack of communication with other people. And again, if we look at these cards, we got the prisoner. And if we're talking about self-punishment, you know what I mean? So this may be something that you're causing amongst yourself. Maybe you don't feel like you deserve a certain type of interaction with people. I don't know. It can be a various situation, but there's something that you're doing that's causing you to lock yourself up, if that makes any sense. So their message to you, Spirit's message to you this month is to stop that. Be a manifester of your own life. Find balance. Find faith. Have perseverance. Like sit and have conversations that you need to have. You create your reality. So the way that you're choosing to look at situations and the way that you're choosing to behave in situations is a direct result of how you choose to see things. So make sure that you're working on that. If there is something that is causing you to be stubborn, or if your expectations are too high, I don't say lower them. I guess I would say be considerate of what's realistic and what's unrealistic. What's a standard versus what's a basic standard versus a unreachable standard, if that makes any sense, okay? And then we have the Three of Fire. So by the end of the month, I'm sensing you'll start to feel more collaborative with other people. If you guys are struggling with competitiveness and like wanting things to go that certain way, you'll actually start working better with others by the end of the month. And also just collaborating with people on things that you possibly may be passionate about. So it's a really good month in regards to that, okay? So we're going to move on to your career and finances cards. So ask for your needs to be met. Okay, so we're not going to really go into that. Ask people and your guides and whoever for help. Don't always think you can do it on your own, and don't always think that the way you think is the way other people think, okay? And then we have clean energy food that came out as well. Make sure that you're eating better. I'm hearing to tell someone to stop eating out so much. Eat things that are alive. I always say this, eat things that are alive, that are green, that have actual color, that you have to prepare yourself. Try not to eat too many things that are processed or that you get from a restaurant, and not because those things are necessarily unhealthy. You need things that will benefit your life force energy and oftentimes processed food does not do that, okay? And then we'll go to pay yourself first, okay? So that is a card of putting a little money aside when you get paid versus just paying off bills or giving your money away. Make sure you're putting money away for yourself. Make sure that you're using your money for things that actually benefit you, and also pay yourself attention first. Don't get so caught up in locking yourself away, or get so caught up in your stubbornness that you don't do things that actually heal you and benefit you, okay? And then we're going to go into our love life. So we have reckless, acting recklessly, getting lit, highly volatile, relationship personality, use precautions and protection, okay? And then we have playing the field. Still meeting and dating other people, seeing each other, being a player, games are being played. So some of you may just be out there getting your party on. Some of you just may be out there really living your best life when it comes to romance. You may be playing the field. You may have multiple suitors. Because I'm not really sensing anyone being a cheater. So that may be a situation for some of you, that you may be dealing with someone who isn't being truthful, or vice versa. But I'm really more so sensing that overall Aquarius may be in a space of just kind of enjoying themselves and kind of dating around. But be very, very careful about this behavior. For some reason, I feel like someone may be getting more invested in you than what you're really trying to allow them to have. Maybe they don't meet your standard, and whereas you may be being more playful, they may not be being as playful. So you may have to go back and talk about those things. So make sure that you're protecting yourself, make sure you're communicating, things of that nature. Let me go ahead and get you a message for the month, just to see if there's anything else you need to know. Any messages for the zodiac sign Aquarius? Ooh, right out the deck. Okay, it's time to take action and step out of your comfort zone, okay? Again, with this prisoner and feeling locked away. Maybe you guys need to get out there. Maybe this is you needing to date and be reckless. Maybe this is, you needing to step out of your expectations of what you feel like you deserve or want. Maybe you need to make some adjustments, okay? But it's time to take action on that thing. Whatever that is that we're talking about here, that you may be feeling kind of held back from, or this issue you may be having with other people, or this stubbornness, it may be time to take action on that and kind of make some changes, okay? But that's all I'm saying for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. If you resonated with this video, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.